The Pakistan Democratic Movement, their coalition partners today staged a protest outside the Supreme Court over the decision to grant relief to Imran Khan, while the nation continues to witness vandalism carried out by Imran Khan's supporters. Meanwhile, the Lahore High Court today granted bail to Imran Khan's wife, Bushra Bibi, till the 23rd of May. This is in the Al-Qadir Trust case. Remember, the Islamabad High Court has granted Imran Khan bail in certain cases that were filed after the 9th of May and ordered that Mr. Khan cannot be arrested until the 17th. What may this mean for Imran Khan, for the PTI, and this ever-evolving political flux in Pakistan? Kanwal Sibal is former Foreign Secretary. Abdul Samad Yaqoob is the senior leader of the PTI, and Meher Tarar, columnist and opinion writer, is also joining us. Kanwal Sibal, let me start with you first. This political turmoil that's happening in Pakistan, I think it's divided not just the supporters or the critics of Imran Khan, the supporters of Imran Khan and the supporters of the government there, but has it now become almost institution versus institution? It's almost like the judiciary is backing Imran Khan and the army, of course, is hell-bent against him. How does Pakistan deal with this institutional divide?
See, we are not a party to what is happening within Pakistan. We can only watch it from the outside. It is the Pakistanis who best understand what is happening because the situation is extremely complex. As you rightly said, the institutions are now quarreling with each other. You are right in saying that the Chief Justice of the Pakistani Supreme Court seems to be very soft on Imran Khan. He seems to want to protect him. The army is out to get Imran Khan, as it is pretty clear. They have had some very vicious exchanges. And Imran Khan, even in his latest address to the nation, has attacked the armed forces. Now, he knows that this is a very risky venture. He probably thinks that the street is behind him and the public is behind him, that he's popular. But taking on an institution like the Pakistan Army, which has effectively governed that country ever since its independence, either directly or behind the scenes, is extremely risky. Personally, I feel that, your Pakistani panelists would be able to better gauge the situation from that end. But personally, I feel that it's almost inconceivable that they will allow Imran Khan to become prime minister again, because he's locked up in a political battle with the army. And if he worsts the army, he will be out of control. He will do what he wants. They can't then get rid of him because they already have been weakened in the eyes of the public opinion and in terms of institutional relationship between the army and the civilian government. So it is in their own interest, as they see it, to make sure that it doesn't come back into power. What means they will use, disqualification, imprisonment, or whatever, it remains to be seen. How much the present government in power, the coalition, will collaborate in this remains to be seen. But I think Imran Khan's days are over from my point of view.
Okay, Abdul Samad Yaqoob, Imran Khan's days are over. And you go by history, any political leader who has dared to take on the army, directly or indirectly, has met with a sorry fate, whether it was Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, Benazir Bhutto, even Nawaz Sharif very briefly when he took on the army. The fact is that no politician in Pakistan's history has taken on the army as an institution and survived or thrived.
Well, you're right. I agree that no politician has ever, once he tried to stand against a military establishment, he's vanished, he's eliminated by assassination or by judicial murder, like Bhutto was hanged. So this is the history, unfortunately, the history based on 75 years. But that doesn't mean that no one would stand against a military establishment. I mean, the difference with the previous prime minister or political leaders and the current one, Imran Khan, only difference is this is the first time in the history of Pakistan that the public is standing massively supporting Imran Khan. They are massively demonstrating. They have demonstrated on the roads. So this is unprecedented move. I mean, this never happened.
But Yaqoob Saab, Zulfikar Ali Bhutto also had huge public support. So did Benazir. It's not like any of those leaders did not have public support.
But unfortunately, when there was a coup against Bhutto, or when he was, when he was hanged, so very less people came out. I mean, it was not like the PTI has gathered or demonstrated the huge crowd.
Okay.
If it would have happened at that time, no one would ever dare to, ever dare to impose a martial law again. I mean,
So let
we
me ask
have.
Meher Tarar as well. I mean, what Mr. Imran Khan has done is he's just continuously escalating the political rhetoric. He's singling out and calling by name the current army chief. Why would any army chief? I mean, this is directly a challenge to the authority of the army, to the institution of the army, the institution of the chief of armed staff, the COAS. Why would anyone be seen as succumbing to Imran Khan's threats and escalatory rhetoric?
Well, see, you have to
No,
understand
Meher
the
Tarar, please.
political.
Thank you.
Hi, Zaka. Okay, let me tell you very quickly that in 1977, when the coup against Zulfikar Ali Bhutto took place, Maulana Fazlur Rahman's father, Mufti Mahmood, was one of the chief players in that alliance. It was called Pakistan National Alliance. They formed an alliance of 9 parties and decided to have a protest, a nationwide protest against Zulfikar Ali Bhutto. Incidentally, the same 9 parties are now in PDM, Pakistan Democratic Movement, of which Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, who is Zulfikar Ali Bhutto's grandson, is standing shoulder to shoulder with Maulana Fazlur Rahman, who had this big rally in Islamabad today, the images of which were just being shown on your screen.
Okay.
What has happened in Pakistan since 1977 is for everybody. I mean, everybody is aware of that. As my contemporary, the guest from Pakistan, Yaqub Saab, was saying, it is a fact that every prime minister has always been removed. Every prime minister, every elected government has always been removed from power. The only difference between them from that time to now is that people of Pakistan have reacted. This is unprecedented. Everybody who is in this alliance has been a victim of this system of the establishment interfering in civilian matters. They have been fighting against it. PPP has been fighting against, that is Pakistan People's Party, Bhutto's party has been fighting against it since 1977. Now try to understand what I'm saying. All these parties have been a victim. Whether people liked the decision or people protested for them, or people came out on street for them, or people were happy that they were removed. One thing is undisputed, that they were all removed from their positions.
No, but
now,
Meher, the problem is right now their most immediate problem is getting rid of Imran Khan, politically speaking, to ensure that he doesn't contest the next election. They are being politically expedient about it. Why would you blame them? They're a political party at the end of the day.
Absolutely, but that's the thing. It's one thing to oppose somebody because you don't like their ideology, or you don't want them to come back into power, or you thought they were bad administrators. It's just mind-boggling to people like us who stand for the principle of democracy to be supreme, that victims of 1977, 1990, 1992, 1993, 96, 1999, 2012, 2017, all prime ministers have been removed. Either the first 3 were removed through a presidential order, the others were all removed through a court's verdict against them.
Okay.
Everybody who believes in democracy, this is not rhetoric. Everybody who believes in democracy, who believes in the supremacy of power, vote, who believes that establishment should not have any role whatsoever in the civilian matters
that's a matter of
Pakistan.
principle. Sometimes that principle clashes with political expediency. But I'll give Kawal Sibal the final word. I've got less than a minute, sir, to wrap up. To give Imran Khan credit, unlike, let's say, a Nawaz Sharif and I think even a Zardari for a brief while, he's staying put. He's not running away. He's not saying, okay, let me take the next flight to Saudi Arabia or to London. He's there. He's fighting.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But he's taking an enormous risk. He is attacking the army chief, he's attacking the ISI chief, he's attacking the head of the counterterrorism in the ISI. He's been saying that they're out to murder him. He was not sure whether he will not be arrested again, even after getting bail from the High Court. So he has no confidence in the system as it exists today. And then he sort of blows hot and cold that I'm not against the army as such. I can work with the army. If I am prime minister, I can still work with them. The army can play a constructive role. So he's sending all these hot and cold messages at the same time, which is very confusing. I would say again what I'm saying, although I would defer to our Pakistani panelists, that they will not let him become prime minister again. No matter what happens on the ground, the army has been unpopular before. In fact, at one time, the army was embarrassed because of the unpopularity they had in the street. But they managed to come back, and therefore they will come back again.
Okay, we'll see how this plays out for Imran Khan.
Just 1 second, Zakar. I agree with him. At the moment, whatever is being happening, it is to keep Imran Khan out of politics. And as far as I look at it, they will do everything to keep him out of politics.
I think everybody's clear about this. If there were to be a free and fair election as things stand today, Imran Khan will win. And that, of course, is not palatable to either the civilian government, and definitely it's not palatable to the army. So we'll leave it at that. Thanks very much to all our guests. We'll see how this story in Pakistan plays out. In the meanwhile, thank you very much for your time.